right, everybody. David Taylor, time's up, you piece of shit. Against my better judgment. And thank you to all my channel followers who put me in check on this to not give out the public the addresses that I have on a public domain, because my channel would go down. However, David, I am in contact with a detective, and I'm just waiting to hear back from him now. And I'm going to release all the information that I have about you. He's going to get it. He's going to get all the addresses, names, phone numbers, all of them. And the thing is I've confirmed some of the addresses. I've confirmed a lot of the addresses. I just found out where you're actually staying. The new one isn't far from your mansion, actually. Not too far away. I'm going to look it up. The information's already been turned over. David, you're done, dude. Give up this missing person. She is reported missing, all right? I found out she does need medication. Absolutely needs medication, and that she's been off of it already for 2 weeks. So if you're telling this person that she's healed of her ailment, David, you're dead fucking wrong, man. Your time's up. Your time's up. I've spoke to several people who know this woman today, and they're all very worried about her. And yes, I believe that's where he is in Missouri. But I don't know. You could be down in Orlando. We're getting a lot of mixed reports where you're at. I know you're still running your call center scam. And again, I know I'm pretty sure you're not far away from where you're at. Let me double check. I just got the information not too long ago. Told you, David, I'm watching you everywhere you go. Let's see how nice the houses are where you're staying here. I spoke to Ashley Ware the other day, too. Okay, so you're living in some nice fucking houses over here on this area, too. But you're renting this house. You don't own this one. The thing is you got caught in your old house you got caught running a business out of your old house, so you had to pick up and move. That's why you're running your call center scam out of another area. I'm gonna find out where that's tied to, and I'm gonna make some calls there too. I'm forwarding a lot of information to friends and family of Tiffany right now. As we're speaking, David, I'm giving them names, addresses, phone numbers. I'm giving the information to them. I'm also waiting on this detective to call too. So I'm following through with what I'm gonna do, David. I just can't post. I can't post addresses here. This is why. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous, because the fact, if I was going to put out information, like if I put out your addresses, and you're probably sitting back saying, ha ha ha, no, but you know what, fuck you, David, I still got one up on you, bitch. If I put that information out and somebody actually shows up and hurts somebody, it'll come back on me, and I don't want that. That's not my goal here. My goal is to bring you down, David. It's a group effort. There's more and more people coming forward now. You wouldn't believe how many people have gotten in contact with me today and said, we want to help. Guess what, David? You're fucking going down, dude. Your whole scam's on the downfall. This missing person isn't looking good for you. Not at all. And the fact, here's another thing. The fact of the matter is this shows that I spoke to this person's family members, and they said she does need medication for a mental illness, and she doesn't take it because you probably fucking told her she was healed, you piece of shit. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, David. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Telling people they're healed of their mental illnesses, severe mental illnesses at that. Telling them to stop taking their medication. You know what that could do to somebody, David? You know what that could fucking do? You don't give a fuck, though. That's your problem. You just don't give a fuck. With these people, like these mentally these people that are coming into your fucking cult with these mental ailments, and they're completely fucking brainwashing them, and then when you use them up, you probably just throw them out on the fucking street like trash. You're a fucking piece of shit, David. You're a fucking scum, dude. If I had it my way, back in the dark ages, people like you know what they would do to them? People claiming to be prophets. You would have been the first been crucified. Okay, so the new housing subdivision that David is living in is really nice. It's in Chesterfield, Missouri, too, and it's not far from his mansion in over off what is it? The Wild Horse Meadows. That information is public. You can't get me on that shit, David. That address is public. I found all that information online, so you can't say shit about that. But we need to find this girl, Tiffany. We know you're hiding her around somewhere, David. And what I found out today from other people, I found out where the money's coming in from. You're manipulating these people with mental disabilities. I found out people with schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, shit like that. I found out Tiffany gave up about $15,000 of a settlement. Somebody else I spoke to today has said that their significant other has drained almost $30,000 within the last year and given it all to you. You're a piece of shit, dude. The money's coming in. I found your sources. I found out where the sources are. You prey on the mentally weak, David. You really fucking do, and this is fucking disgusting. This has to be a fucking law or some bullshit. There's got to be a written law somewhere that says you cannot fucking scam people. That's like beating up the elderly, David. To scam somebody with a mental... Dude. If I had it my way, David, I wish, man. I wish. We're going to keep on you, David. Like I said, I'm waiting on this detective to call back. I'm gonna file reports in Orlando and in Michigan and in Missouri because you're hiding her at one of those houses. You're harboring a missing person. That's what it's called. You're harboring a missing person, David. Deal with that one. Add that to your litany of fucking charges that you're already facing with the court case in Harold Lewis. Deal with that. How's that gonna look when the judge fucking finds out? Oh, Mr. Taylor, so you've added some charges while you were away, harboring a missing person. This person is mentally ill, David. I found out. And this is kind of where I draw the line. Like this, for you to prey on people like that, David. You don't know how fucking bad I want to put out your fucking public information here. It's taken me every ounce not to. And I want to say thank you to all the people who said, hey man, I get it, but don't do it. Thank you guys. Because I don't want to lose my channel. I really don't. We're doing too much damage to you. We're doing too much damage. You think I could see you backed in a fucking corner, David. Like you got to be scared. I know you are. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's nothing you're going to do to stop what's going on. There's so much shit that's going on now all of a sudden, and it's weird. I was talking to somebody about this today. Every so often, like, something will pick up and it kind of drops off. You get quiet and something happens. But this one is pretty big this time, David. You're not going to recover from this one. I'm surprised the cops haven't busted down your fucking door yet. And here's what I would recommend to anybody who knows Tiffany. I would go ahead and show up at that fucking church it's not a church, mind you, okay? It's a fucking cult. I would show up to that fucking cult headquarters every fucking day, probably 3 or 4 times a day, with the police, till you find her. until they produce that person. Because she just got up and left, guys. She just got up and left. She got up and left. Left her cell phone. Doesn't have a phone. Just has her card. I don't know if she's got any kind of money or anything like that. Everybody, people like her family and friends think that she went to Florida, but we don't know. I'm getting mixed reports of where David is. We don't know where the fuck you're at, but you could be between a few places. You might even be up north, you know? But it wouldn't surprise me if you're down in Florida either, because you're going to supervise that stage being built. No doubt. But you could also be up north too. Never know. I do know that there are about 5 cars that show up at the mansion about 10:30, 11 at night sometimes, and they're gone most of the day. So that tells me you're leaving. You have people. You're shuttling people over to your other house, where you're doing your little fucking call center scam from. So that's what's going on. He's still running his call center scam. So I would recommend everybody call and blow his fucking line up and give him shit. Make it so he can't scam people. Make it so he can't steal from these mentally ill people. The number is 1-877-843-4567. I think Michelle's number is even posted on the KOGGC website. I'm not sure. But I know at one time it was posted on the JMMI website. Like, that's just fucking stupid, Michelle. How dumb is that? And you wonder why you get all the fucking hate mail and the scam and the calls and shit that you get. One of the probably the most hated women right now puts her fucking phone number up on the public website. It's on you, girl. I don't know how dumb you could be to do that. David did that. David made you put your number up there. You didn't do it. Probably I'm sure you probably were reserved about putting your number up, but Dave said, no, you have to put your number up there. That's what I want you to do. And you're like, oh, yes, sir, Apostle Taylor. I'll do anything you want. Now fucking give him that backyard blowy too, Michelle. Fucking dirty. And here, I've been thinking about this also too, guys, is Michelle, you were David's concubine at one time. And now that you're broomed to the side, like, it makes me think, like, you must just feel like a fucking piece of trash watching him, like, sleep around with all these other women after he, like, you know, dug you out. I mean, I don't see how he could dig anybody out, because, David, I found out from one of the women you slept with that your dick is real small. And that it's, like, when I asked her, you know who you are, when I asked about the performance, she fucking laughed her ass off. She's like, yeah. Pretty pathetic. So, David, ask Michelle. You fucking dude. I laughed my ass off when she told me too, because I had already kind of heard, like, you're kind of pathetic. That it's like, probably got to lift that fucking love handle up to get to it. Nasty fuck. You're dirty, David. I don't see how any of these women that are around David, how you get in bed with him. Don't get in bed with him. He's nasty as fuck. Dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. He's not going to do it. He probably couldn't get a porn star off, David. Get the fuck out of here. You're pathetic, dude. This is over, David. This is over. Like I said, you had 24 hours. Tiffany hasn't been produced. I'm going public with their information. I'm going to give it all over to these detectives. And that's it, David. You're on the downfall. Your court case is coming up real quick. Court case is 18SL for Sam Lima. Then it's going to be CC02174, and it's in St. Louis County, 19th District Court. You can go on there and you can subscribe to have the updates for when the court dockets are updated, and you can follow you can see every, kind of every day that this has been going on for 4 years now. Think of how much tax-paying money that's costed. But anyways, you guys can go on there and you can look at the whole court case. You look at the whole court case, how long it's been going on, and everything that's been requested, and then everything that's hasn't been given by David. The bank records have been subpoenaed already, but from what I understand is like you guys have only supplied this little fucking self-serving spreadsheet again. It's not even a bank statement. Some fucking Excel spreadsheet that you guys have made up. So it's not gonna hold up, David. You need bank statements, dude. You need bank statements, no doubt. That's not gonna fly in court, pimp. Judge is gonna sit there and fucking laugh at your dumb ass. Not gonna run from a man's justice, David. Definitely not. You think you can? That would be the shit to see you be your own fucking lawyer. Man, that'd be. Imagine the day David goes to court and he's like, "Nope, I'm gonna represent myself." Man, you would get eaten up like a. You'd be fucking toast, David. Anyways, guys, sorry a little bit on the long video. I felt like this kind of a rant today just about how big of a piece of shit David is for what he's doing. But David, more people are joining this fight to bring you down. We're gonna stop you. We're gonna stop you. It's gonna be a group effort, not one person. One person can't do this. One person can't do this. It's a group effort. I'm having significant others come forward, spouses, husbands, mothers, fathers. They're all coming forward, David. How can we help? That's what they're asking. How can we help? And you know what? I'm telling them how they can help. And it's going to happen, David. So anybody who wants to help fucking bring this piece of shit down, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll tell you what you can do. First of all, I'd recommend blowing up his fucking phone line because he's a scam artist piece of shit. I wouldn't want this happening to a sick family member of mine. So I think the best thing to do, tie up his phone lines, 1-877-843-4567. Tie up the phone lines. Keep them on the phone as long as you can. The longer you keep them on, the better. Act interested in their products. Maybe let them pitch out their sales pitch and just call. Anybody that's never called this fucking cult hotline, just call and listen to their bullshit. You be the judge for yourself. I'm in this for the long run, David. You know that. My goal in this is to see you in jail. That's it. Jail time. See you in jail. I want to see you somebody's jail bitch, David. You're going to be somebody's booty bandit. They're going to make you wear fucking Kool-Aid for red lipstick. So, you guys, any questions, comments, concerns? Leave them below. Anybody that wants to fucking help us with this piece of shit, help us. The more the merrier. The more that help with this, the better. So David, keep running, keep hiding. Told you, fair warning. And it's not even 6 o'clock yet. I'm tired of dealing with your ass though. I'm gonna go ahead and post this video. And and David, enjoy the pressure. Enjoy the heat, enjoy the pressure. Enjoy what's about to come down on you. Okay? Michelle, Ashley, LaMarcia, Tony, Steve, Joseph, you guys go home, man. You guys have families out there that care about you. Leave this idiot. Nothing good is going to come out of this from this guy. Somebody brought up today too that I was talking to, one of the family members, like, if you get thrown in jail, they'll just relate it to like, oh well, Jesus was also imprisoned. So that's what they'll do. If you get arrested, they'll relate that to Jesus being in prison and be like, oh, that happened to Jesus and he must be a prophet because he's getting put in prison. No, he's going to be getting put in prison because he's a fucking piece of shit lying scam artist. That's why. Not because he's a fucking prophet. Because he's lied, cheated, scammed out of the IRS. He's now has a missing person report tied to him. Your scam's up, David. It's all over, man. This is the beginning to the end. Everybody, thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the channel. Again, the more people that join this, and the more that just keep pressure on David, the more he can't function, the more he's going to have to face the justice system. This has gone on long enough, David. your lies and manipulation and just taking advantage of the mentally ill people, because that's what you do. You are a fucking leech, dude. So we're on to you. More people, David. It's happening, dude. Trust me. So again, I recommend, if anybody knows this Tiffany lady, go to that fucking cult headquarters every day and ask where she's at. Health and welfare checks every day. Keep calling health and welfare checks. The cops can't ignore it forever. They really can't. Especially the fact that there's like some mental illness involved, and it could be a danger to her or someone else. Like, you know, there has to be a line drawn. So, David, you're a fucking piece of shit, man. And we're on to you, dude. And it's coming down. Guarantee. So, you know, I told you, 24 hours. I will be speaking with this detective, and I will give him all your information. I'm going to give him every fucking address that I have on you. I'm going to give him La Marcia's. I'm going to give him Tony's. I'm going to give him Joseph's. I'm going to give him Ashley's. I don't think I have Ashley's yet, but I'll track that down. Don't worry about that. I'll tell you whose other addresses I have too, just so you know what addresses I'm going to give up. I have a lot of your addresses, but I know which ones are real. I have Michelle's, Bashira, Daniel Guin. And the weird thing with Daniel Guin's address, no, that's not weird, because it just has him listed as living at the mansion. I'm going to give him Debbie Frazier's address. Jalen Hamilton, if he's still there, I'm going to give him their address. Jason Bechtel, Jessica Cross, I'm going to give him your address. Joseph, I'm going to give him your address too. La Marcia, I'm going to give him your address, and we have a new address for you now, actually. Anthony, or Tony, I'm going to give him your address too. I have a list of addresses, and this detective's going to get every single address. So, again, you guys enjoy the pressure. It's coming. David, you're a piece of shit.